Experts estimate the war between the U.S. and Iran has left behind an economic bill of at least $132 billion that will continue to strain American consumers and businesses.
전문가들은 미국과 이란 간 전쟁으로 발생한 경제적 손실이 최소 1,320억 달러에 달하며 이 피해액이 앞으로도 미국 경제에 지속적인 부담을 줄 것으로 내다봤습니다.
Yeah, it's much higher than the initial estimate of $29 billion that was reported to Congress because the government failed to, apparently, according to these experts, failed to factor in costly base repairs and munitions replenishments. And also, if you take into account soaring prices of gas at the pump, and, higher fuel and raw material costs mean broader sort of increase in costs in logistics, aviation, and the manufacturing sector. Basically, every industry is affected by this war, and that's why the U.S. Federal Reserve doesn't look like it's going to cut interest rates anytime soon.
So even though the war has stopped, the impact of that continues.
Right. The fighting has stopped, right? But negotiations for
continue.
For a treaty or a compromise continue, yes.
그래요. 자, 어찌 보면은 일단은 전쟁이 멈춘 모양새입니다만 청구서는 남아있는 그런 모습이라고 볼 수 있겠죠.
Yeah, and generations to come will probably still be paying for this.
Oh,
yeah.
generations.
Yeah,
goodness.
possibly.
그래요. 그래서 지금 미국 국방부에서는 상당히 지금 그 피해액이 크다 이렇게 추정을 하고 있습니다. 그 다음에는 뭐 국제유가 계속해서 높고요. 항공권, 해상 운임 여기에도 이제 가격이 뭐 금세 떨어지거나 이럴 조짐은 잘 보이지 않고 있죠. 지금 현재.
Fertilizer costs, right? Driving up grocery prices, right?
Exactly. 네. 뭐 원자재 가격이나 식품 가격도 뭐 마찬가지입니다. 자, 무언가 이렇게 남겨둘 때 you leave it behind, right?
Yeah. So, like, literally, if I leave behind my pen after the show, that means I forget it.
Yeah.
Right? But here, figuratively speaking, it's sort of creating this lasting legacy or a result or an impact of something.
Yeah.
Right?
In Home Alone, Kevin, was it Kevin?
Kevin, yes.
Yeah. Kevin was left behind.
Yes.
이거예요. 남겨지다라고 할 때 be left behind라고 할 수 있고요. 이제 그건 수동태고 능동태로는 leave behind something or leave something behind.
Right. I think George W. Bush, former president, had an education policy called No Child Left Behind, right?
That's a good policy. Yeah, of course. And that means no child should be behind when it comes to the curriculum, what they learn at school. 이런 거 이제 학교에서도 뒤처지는 아이가 없도록 하자라는 그런 정책이었죠. 자, 그런 것처럼 이제 뭐 남기다 아니면은 이제 그 수동태로 썼을 때는 남겨지다, 뒤처지다 이게 될 수 있는데 자, 지금 미국과 이란의 전쟁 일단은 어느 정도 일단락이 된 모습입니다만은 그래도 그 영향, 그 여파가 여전히 남아 있습니다. So the war between the US and Iran has left behind a big economic bill. A bill이라는 것은 여기서 청구서, 계산서라는 뜻인데 비유적으로 썼을 거고요. What about a strain?
Yeah, to strain, right?
Yeah.
In this case, as a verb, strain means you're pushing something to the limit. Right? Or you're putting pressure on something. So in this case, the pressure would be the economic pressure or the strain put on consumers and businesses.
Strain can be a noun, in which case it would be sort of like 부담 or 무리. And then, as you said, as a verb, that's how it's used in the headline here. 부담을 주다, 무리를 주다. So here it says, this economic bill after the war between the US and Iran will continue to strain consumers and businesses.
Yeah. And you can strain physically too, right?
Yes.
So if you strain, if you're weightlifting, you're straining your muscles.
Oh, yeah.
Or if you can't see very far, you're straining your eyes, you're squinting, trying to see and focus whatever you're looking at.
There's that extra bit of effort involved in all of these things.
Exactly.
Right? Okay, so it's going to continue to burden consumers and businesses, in this case, the economic impact of the war between the US and Iran. 자, 그럼 다시 한번 읽어보겠습니다. Experts estimate the war between the US and Iran has left behind an economic bill of at least $132 billion that will continue to strain American consumers and businesses. Let's move on. This is headline number 4.
A long-forgotten composition notebook handwritten by Mozart when he was just 22, featuring 7 pieces for flute and harp, has been discovered at France's National Library.
모차르트가 불과 22살 때 직접 손으로 쓴 악보가 담긴 일명 레슨 공책이 프랑스 국립도서관에서 발견됐습니다. 그동안 작자 미상 자료로 보관돼 있던 이 공책에는 플루트와 하프를 위한 곡 7편이 담겨 있는 것으로 전해졌습니다.
Yeah.
Well, we all knew that Mozart was a prodigy, but wow, new discoveries even in 2026.
Still to this
Yes,
day,
I
you know?
know.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
supposedly this notebook was composed back in the late 18th century, and it contains exercises that Mozart used to teach the daughter of this royal, I guess,
Yeah.
the Duke of Guienne, and that family had commissioned his famous concerto for flute and harp, but it was since discovered by a curator at this France's National Library while they were sorting through old papers before his retirement.
Yeah.
It's since been authenticated, and it's been thought that this piece of work was confiscated from the Duke's home during the French Revolution. And this is great news if you are a flutist or a flautist, and harpists who historically have had a limited classical repertoire, so they have more music to play
Oh,
now.
wow,
I guess.
okay.
Yeah.
그래요. 플루트 연주자 또 하프 연주자들에게 희소식이네요. 새로운 악보가 이렇게 발견이
Yeah.
됐고 물론 그전에도 악보는 있었습니다만 이게 모차르트 건지는 몰랐죠. 대단한 발견인 것 같고 여기에 지금 플루트와 하프를 위한 곡이 7곡이 있는데 그중에서 6곡이 완성이 돼 있다고 하고요. 전체적으로는 공책이라고는 하는데 44쪽이거든요. 책 아닌가요? 상당히 두꺼운 그런 매니스크립트라고 볼 수 있겠습니다.
And it was handwritten too.
그러니까요.
Yeah.
예전에 뭐 컴퓨터가 있었겠어요. 당연히 다 핸드리튼으로
Sure. Actually, you're right.
네, 했었을 텐데 1778년에 만들어진 그런 악보 공책, 작곡 레슨 공책입니다. 말씀해 주신 것처럼 한 이제 공작의 딸 과외를 했었나 봐요. 그 딸을 위해서 만들었던 공책이기는 한데요. 이제 프랑스 혁명 때 아마 이 매니스크립트, 이 공책이 압수당하지 않았을까 이렇게 좀 추정이 돼요. 그래서 한동안 좀 베일에 가려진 게 누가 쓴 그 악보일까 하면서 발견이 되기는 했었지만 이제 드디어 밝혀졌다고 해요.
Yes.
It was long forgotten, right?
It was because everyone had forgotten about it.
Yeah.
So much time had passed. So whenever you have something nostalgic or mysterious, it could be emotional, that's long forgotten. Long hyphen forgotten. Right?
long hyphen 하고 어떤 단어가 나오면은 오랫동안 뭐뭐했다라는 뜻이 있어요.
Yeah.
long forgotten은 오랫동안 잊혀진 물건을 여기서는 묘사하고 있고 만약에 a long lost friend relative
Yeah.
그러면 오랫동안 연이 끊어졌다든지 아니면 오랫동안 모르고 지냈다든지 이런 의미가 될 수 있겠죠.
Yep, exactly.
또 뭐가 있을까요? long gone.
Something's long gone.
Yeah,
That means
오랫동안 이제 간지 오래됐다.
it's permanently gone, right?
그래요. 그런 식으로
Yeah.
쓸 수 있고 또 뭐 이런 거 있죠. long lasting.
Long lasting. There you go.
그러면은 이제 오랫동안 지속된다라는 뜻이에요.
Yeah.
그래서 이거는 이제 과거라기보다는 어찌 보면 미래예요. 왜냐하면 오래 지속되는 뭐 펌이라든지 long lasting relationships.
Yes.
오래 가는 관계 이런 게 또 있을 수 있죠. 자, long hyphen something. 그래서 이게 전체적으로는 이제 형용사의 모습을 띠고 있습니다. 자, what about piece? A piece, in this case, 7 pieces.
Yeah. In this case, we're talking about music,
Yeah.
right? So it's a complete work. It could be any sort of genre, but it's sort of a general, neutral term to indicate a completed work of music.
그래요. 그래서 음악에서 작품, 그러니까 뭐 몇 곡, 다음 곡을 들을까요? Let's have a listen to the next piece. 이런 식으로 표현을 해요. 그러니까 우리가 노래를 들을 때는 song이라고 하지만 이게 어떤 이제 연주곡이거나 이럴 때는 piece라고 하죠.
Yes. And if it's very great, we call it a masterpiece.
Exactly.
Right? Yes.
Masterpiece. 자, 다시 한번 읽어보겠습니다. A long-forgotten composition notebook, handwritten by Mozart when he was just 22, featuring 7 pieces for flute and harp, has been discovered at France's National Library. Now let's move on to our final headline now.
Experts warn that an extreme tanning trend spreading among Generation Z on social media, known as tan maxing, can significantly increase the risk of skin cancer.
소셜미디어에서 Z세대 사이에 tan maxing이랑 불리는 과도한 태닝 트렌드가 확산하는 데 대해 전문가들은 피부암 발병 위험이 크게 높아질 수 있다는 우려를 나타냈습니다.
Yeah, not a trend that I recommend people take on here because there's various hashtags going around, things like Tan Talk, and it's a movement that pushes youth to pursue sort of this darker complexion to the absolute extreme.
Yeah.
And that's where I guess we can talk about this whole maxing sort of trend, right? It's all over viral whatever trends, and it's basically you're doing something to the extreme, right? And in this case, it'd be tan maxing. Other sort of trends like sleep maxing, beauty maxing, where you just take every situation and you go to extremes in a way. And so in this case, what dermatologists are warning is that this could be very dangerous because tanning is a direct biological sign of cellular skin damage. So, and the WHO recommends against long exposure to the sun, obviously. So, not a trend that I think you should look out for.
Of course, there's a very big cultural difference when it comes to what people prefer in terms of skin color or shades. In many Western countries, people prefer to be slightly tanned and they think it's very beautiful or sexy and desirable to have, a slight tan as opposed to being too white because then people think you look ill or sick. But in Asia, many people prefer to have a slightly fairer tone, a lighter, paler tone, or shade, as opposed to being darker. So there's a bit of a difference in perception. And now if we look at the health benefits, of course, staying away from the sun prevents not only cancer, but wrinkles. And I think that's why a lot of Asian people look young, because we stay away from the sun quite a lot.
Yeah.
Whereas, if you are in the sun constantly, you're going to get a little bit more, aged, wrinkly skin.
Yeah. I think in general, like you say, in Asia, there's this perception of trying to stay out of the sun a little more than in the West, perhaps.
그래요. 원래도 그런 인식이 있고 서양에서 태닝하는 걸 원래도 좋아하는데 요즘에는 그걸 더 좀 뭐라 그럴까요? 맥시멈으로 가져가는 거예요. 그래서 이 트렌드 이름이 태닝이 아니라 tan maxing이에요. 그래서 최대한으로 태닝을 정말 할 수 있는 어떤 최고 한도까지 하자. 이런 이제 유행이 있다고 하는데 당연히 피부에는 좋지 않겠죠. 자, tanning을 한번 볼까요? Tanning. What is tanning?
Yeah, when you tan something, obviously you're making your skin, in this case, darker. By exposing it to the sun. There is a different meaning when you're dyeing sort of leathers.
Yeah.
That's also called tanning, but that's something different.
Right. But when we're talking about our skin, we're being exposed to the sunlight quite a lot.
Yeah.
And purposefully as well. That's why people love the beach.
Yeah.
They love summertime. And I believe, this is my own personal sort of observation, the reason people love sunroofs in cars in the West is because they want to get as much sunlight as possible, even when they're driving.
And even convertibles. But
Convertibles, you want to get as much sun as possible.
Yeah, I have my opinions on that, especially here in Korea, because if you have a convertible, you really don't have much of a window to actually use it.
I think here it's more just sort of to maybe show off.
Yeah, I
or-
mean...
Yeah, people, because generally speaking, like you said, Asians and Koreans, we don't like to get too much sun exposure.
Sun averse.
Yes, and also there's a lot of traffic congestion.
Yes.
So there's not much of a need for a convertible.
Right.
But it's, preferences.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But in the
Respect
wintertime, I don't see, opening up my car in the wintertime. Also, when you have fine dust, things like that. But to each their own.
그래요. 그래서 해외에서는 이제 자연적으로 태닝을 하지 못하면은 뭐 태닝 기계를 사용해서라도 태닝을 많이 하는데요. 이게 좀 위험할 수 있다. 더군다나 요즘에 유행 때문에 자외선 노출에 이제 조금 더 취약해질 수 있으니 전문가들은 피부암까지 갈 수 있다는 것을 경고하고 있고요. 자, significantly increase라는 것은 그러니까 현저히 높인다는 거죠. Not
Yeah.
just increasing.
No. Significantly, right? By a large amount.
그렇죠. significant other라는 표현을 아까 얘기했었는데 나의 굉장히 중요한 또 다른 나의 반쪽 영어로는 이게 부부를 보통 이렇게 그 상대방 배우자 아니면은 뭐 연인도 이렇게 말할 수 있고요. 굉장히 가까운 사이면은 그때 this is my significant other. significant은 굉장히 중요할 정도로 뭐뭐 하다라는 뜻이 있어요.
Yeah. And it's often used in sort of these formal academic news contexts. The opposite, I think, would be a negligible increase possible.
Okay.
Right? So it's an increase, but it doesn't make that much of a difference.
Okay.
Right?
So the opposite of significant increase in this case would be negligible increase.
Yeah, possibly.
Which means it's not that important.
It's not significant.
It's not significant.
Insignificant.
자, 그런데 여기서는요, significantly라는 부사를 써서 현저히 높인다라는 표현이 나왔습니다. 다시 읽어볼게요. Experts warn that an extreme tanning trend spreading among Generation Z on social media, known as tan maxing, can significantly increase the risk of skin cancer. All right, well, that's it for the headlines this morning with Shane Harm.